Welcome to another rant collection. It might be 3 a.m. right now when I'm filming this, but I am trying to film a little bit more. I'm just trying to maybe film a little rant every other day, but if I'm gonna be honest, I think that I'm just gonna strive for filming a little rant maybe once a week, and hopefully I have something to say. But I feel like talking to the camera more is gonna help me be more confident in myself just speaking, because I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like I can't speak, and I feel like I can't speak to other people, and I know that that's definitely a confidence thing and an anxiety thing, because when I don't have anxiety and when I'm not self-conscious, I talk totally fine. But then there are times when I just feel so self-conscious and anxiety ridden, and then I just stutter a lot, and people make fun of people who stutter, and people don't understand people who stutter, and sometimes my mind goes blank, and I don't think that people should make fun of people like that, but it happens. So as I'm filming this right now, I haven't filmed a video in a month. And then before that, I didn't film a video for a month. And then before that, I don't think I filmed videos for months and months and months and months. I don't necessarily think that maybe my YouTube will look like I took breaks in between that long. I don't know. I don't know about anybody else who films videos, but for me, I sort of get in these spurts where when I'm in the mood to film, I'll film a bunch of videos all at once. That's not always the case. Sometimes it'll be really hard for me to get through one video, and I don't know why. Like, I made a video about my experience getting a bilateral saphenjectomy, which is just the removal of both fallopian tubes. If you want to check that out, it's on my channel somewhere. I don't know how long ago it'll be posted when this is finally posted, but I remember that video. It took me so many takes to get it down, and I don't know why. But then there's other videos where I'll film like 5 videos a day. Not all of those videos will get uploaded, because sometimes I'll watch them back and I was like, why did I do that? That was really cringy. But yeah, sometimes I film a lot all at once. Rarely I'll film like just one at a time, but I want to get used to talking to the camera. I don't know, I think it would be fun to sort of make these rant collections a weekly thing. Will that happen? Probably not. There is another YouTuber that I love, and I'm gonna tell you who she is because I think everybody should watch her because she's amazing. Her name is Erica Deshawn. She's, I think, mostly a TikToker, or at least when I'm filming this, she's mostly a TikToker, and she films streams on Twitch, and she was uploading weekly vlogs, but right now she's sort of like uploading vlogs more like once a month, at least when I'm filming this. And on her streams and in her vlogs, she keeps being like, I know I need to film every week, I know I do, I know I need to post every week, but I can't. I don't know, I just can't do it. And the same but yeah, I love her content, and most of her content is just like filmed in her house. Like, her vlogs are filmed in her house, or just like close to her house, like around like her backyard area and stuff, and I don't really go out, so it sort of makes me feel like, oh, maybe someone will be interested in watching my content even if I'm not going out and doing a bunch of things, because I'm not extroverted like that. I'm very introverted. But yeah, moral of what I'm trying to say is I just want to talk more, and even if nobody else finds it interesting, I watch my own videos back, because I don't know, I watch my videos back and then I learn how to mask better, which might be bad, but oh well. First of all, Sasaki to Mino, oh my god, I don't know why I forgot how to say the name, but Sasaki to Mino, yes, Sasaki to Mino. I kept calling Mino mayonnaise. I don't know why. That's literally what his name sounded like to me, even though that's not what his name sounds like at all. But if you don't know what it is, it's an anime. It's a BL anime. I am going to spoil it. I don't know who the fuck gaslit me. I don't know if they're just talking about the manga. I don't really read manga. If you know any free manga sites that I can read a bunch of manga on, especially BL manga, because I really want to get into BL manga and then Yuri manga, woman loving women manga, because it's lacking, and I need to read it, and I need to see it. And woman loving women anime, tell me now, because I need more of it. Because honestly, the closest thing to woman loving woman anime that I've watched is Nana, and it kind of is, but it's kind of not, but it is, but it's not. what it is, but it's not. Anyways, so I don't know if it was just that specific few TikToks that I was seeing or if they were referring to the manga, but everybody kept telling me that Sasuke Tamino, it feels like I'm saying it wrong, but I don't think I am. Sasuke just calls him Mia. So for some reason I'm so confused on how to say his full name right now, but anyways, Sasuke Tamia, that's just what I'm gonna say because I feel like I'm not pronouncing the other name right for some reason. Sasuke Tamia, everybody on this few TikToks that I saw, every single time I saw TikTok pop up on my page, they were like, too bad it ended horribly, too bad the ending sucked. And I was like, oh my gosh, is the ending gonna be horrible? Because it's been in my watch list for like a year or so. I think it's been in my watch list, like I have a notes folder of anime that I want to watch, and I think it's been in that note since it literally came out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to watch it, I really need to watch it. But if it ends badly, oh my god, I'm gonna be heartbroken, because I also watched a different BL called Cherry Magic, and I got a little bit spoiled by Cherry Magic, and I'm gonna tell you why. A few of the things that I love about Cherry Magic, it's not set in high school. I feel like so many animes in general are set in high school. I am tired of that. I want to see more adults. I will watch anime set in high school, still like it, but I want to see more adults in the adult world, like in the real world, not like in a magical world. In Cherry Magic, not only were they both adults, they got together and they got married at the end, and then there was another like side couple in the show that were also two men, and they got together as well, and there wasn't like a lot of drama in the show, and they got together pretty quickly, at least from what I remember, and it was just so fulfilling. And I wasn't prepared for how many BLs just edge you, and they're so slow, and they like kind of hint at being together, but they don't really get together, or they just take a really long time to get together, or there's a lot of drama. And when I was watching Sasuke Tamiya, I literally was like, Mia, what is wrong with you? You like him. Why are you waiting to why are we waiting to like the last episode to say that we like him? Like I don't remember the exact timeline, but I think it was like a year or half a year or a year and a half that he took to say that he liked Sasuke back. And I'm like, if you don't know if you like him, just kiss him and find out. Just kiss him and find out. It was good and it was fulfilling, and I also watched the movie and it was amazing and I loved it so much, and I'm so happy that it had a good ending because I was so scared that it wasn't. So you should definitely watch it. It's so short, and a lot of animes that I love are so incredibly short, and I wish that it was longer, but at the same time I kind of like that it's shorter because you can rewatch it a bunch of times and it'll be really fun. What's another BL I like? Oh yeah, Heaven Official's Blessing. Heaven Official's Blessing. It's a really good Chinese anime and novel, but I don't know if they're going to release a third season, and I think there's going to be a short film later this year, but I don't know if it's going to get dubbed. And I don't like watching things that aren't already finished, especially, well, I do, but not if it's a romance. Like if it's a romance that I know I'm going to get really invested in, I like it to be fully finished before I start watching it, because I don't know if it's going to get canceled or never finish, and then I'm gonna lose my mind. This might be a little embarrassing because it might give you guys just a little hint at how long I take in between filming a video to posting a video, but CapCut, as I'm filming this, it's kind of old news now, but not too long ago CapCut released a new user agreement where you have a draft, or if you upload a video, edit a video, do anything on their app with a photo, video, anything, they have the right to use your video for anything they want to, for monetization, for personal use, anything, and you can't do anything about it. And it sounds crazy. And I was like, what the hell is this user agreement? What the hell is this user agreement? And I don't really use CapCut to edit on my videos, but I like using CapCut because there's a skin smoothing filter, and right now I think that my skin looks fine, because for me, I don't like to edit my face a lot, and I don't even know if you can edit your face a lot on CapCut other than just the skin smoothing filter. You probably can, but for me, I specifically only like to use skin smoothing filter on CapCut and on TikTok because it basically just makes my face look like I have a little bit of powder on, and it kind of takes away my acne scars and the oiliness a little bit, but it doesn't make it look like it's not my face. Like, it doesn't change my face shape or anything like that, and I don't feel like I don't look like myself when I look in the mirror or when I'm not filming, and I like it. But now, because I can't really edit on CapCut, if I'm having a bad skin day, or you know, if TikTok gets banned like it's supposed to, like when I'm filming this, TikTok is not banned. When I'm posting this, I don't know if TikTok will be banned, because right now, like every 30 days, TikTok might be banned, and it's really confusing and really annoying. But so if I'm filming a video for like TikTok or Instagram, how am I going to smooth my skin out? How am I gonna do that? And it's such a non-issue, but I don't know. I get insecure about my skin sometimes, but it's not that big of a deal, because right before I filmed this video, I just put on some powder. I have some powder that's like a loose powder foundation that I thought was gonna be the compacted powder foundation and not the loose powder foundation, so I don't really wear it when I go out because I don't feel like it looks good. I feel like it might look a little blotchy, but on the camera it doesn't. So all I really have to do, instead of using a skin smoothing filter, is just put a little powder on my face and it looks the same. But I like using the skin smoothing filter more than I like using the powder, because if I use the powder on my face all the time, then it might make my face break out a little bit more. But one of the things that I like about just using the skin smoothing filter is that my face isn't gonna break out because it's just a filter. But I guess one pro is I can like put my hands all over my face and put things on my face and the filter's not gonna glitch. Because one of the things that happens on TikTok, it hasn't happened with CapCut, but it might just be because I'm editing different videos on CapCut, but on TikTok, when I always have the beauty filter on, which is just like the skin smoothing filter, not the light foundation filter, because the light foundation filter does like all of, like, you can't even see that I have acne or any lines, nothing. But with the beauty filter, which is like the skin smoothing filter, you can still see a little bit of acne and stuff if I have acne going on. It just smooths it out a little bit. But sometimes when I get far away from the camera, and because my hair is usually in my face, it glitches. And I don't really care that it glitches, because I don't really care if people know that I have a skin smoothing filter or the beauty filter on, but it looks a little silly. And at least just putting powder on my face, it's not gonna look silly at all. But my question is, what are we using to edit our shorts and reels and TikTok videos now that CapCut is basically unusable? There's a few other apps that I was trying to use that have a lot of ads on them, but I wasn't able to find a skin smoothing filter on it. I swear there was one before, but for some reason there's not a skin smoothing filter on it. When I look at it now, at all of my long form videos, like YouTube videos on iMovie, and iMovie was not working. There was this one video that I filmed, or two videos that I filmed in cinematic mode or portrait mode, I don't remember what it's called, and for some reason it made my iMovie glitch. It made it break. I couldn't edit it, and I was able to edit it at first. I was almost finished with one of the videos, and then it crashed. I couldn't click on it, I couldn't open it. I still can't click on it or open it, so I was trying to put it in different video editing apps to edit it so I could have it finished and just have it in my drafts until I feel like posting it. But there was this one app that I was using before, like months ago, that had a bunch of filters on it, and you used to be able to like put crazy makeup on your face and look unrecognizable, right? So there was at least a skin smoothing filter, but when I did it with that video, there was nothing. And I was like, where did it go? Like, it's fine, because I feel like as a whole it's probably better that I don't edit my face at all. And again, I only do a skin smoothing filter. I don't like editing myself in any other way, shape, or form, because I know it's gonna make me insecure. But I know as a whole, like, probably not having the ability to have a skin smoothing filter will probably make me more secure with myself in the long run. But in the short term, it's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying, and I kind of want my skin smoothing filter back. But I did something bad, and I did use CapCut after the user agreement to edit those two cinematic videos, because it wasn't working on any of the other apps. Ironically, I didn't even use the skin smoothing filter for those videos on CapCut. I just needed to edit the video so I could have it finished. Yeah, what are you guys editing on your phone that's free, especially for reels and shorts and stuff like that? Because for YouTube videos, I'm still gonna use iMovie as long as it works. It's very easy, very simple. everything's free. You don't gotta pay for weird effects like you had to on CapCut, and I never paid for CapCut. But I think even the voiceover effect on CapCut, which I never used on there because you can do it on iMovie for free, but the voiceover effect on CapCut you have to pay for. You didn't have to at first, I think, but I think you have to now, and that's weird. Another thing I wanted to talk about was OCD and anxiety. I have this mutual on one of my social media platforms who has OCD, and she talks about how she has really bad OCD anxiety. Let me give an example. I think this is actually something that she posted on her TikTok before. So she had a fear that she was going to have her water cup in the refrigerator replaced with oil, and it was an anxiety that she had, and she always had to like have a clean water cup and get new water and dump out her old water because she was so scared of her water being replaced with oil. And OCD, anxiety, and the things that you hyperfixate on aren't necessarily always reasonable. Something that can really affect you and take up a lot of your mind and really affect you mentally. And for the longest time, like all of my years of living, my dad has OCD, my great grandma had anxiety, I think my dad grew up with anxiety, a lot of my family have, like on my dad's side, have anxiety and OCD, and I did not know that what I was feeling was an OCD anxiety thing until I saw my mutual talk about it on her social media platform. I just thought it was a thing that I was feeling that nobody else felt, and I thought that I was crazy. And I never talked about it, and I just kept it inside, and I slowly died every day thinking about all of these stupid things. But one of the reasons why I know that the things that she's feeling is specifically OCD anxiety is because she's been to a doctor and she's been diagnosed, and her doctor did tell her that that was OCD anxiety, and she's talked about all of this online, so I'm not giving away personal information or anything because she's talked about it publicly quite a bit. But one of the things that I fear, I'm not gonna say the specific thing because I am so terrified that if I say it on the internet, I will speak it into existence, because I feel like somebody's gonna take it as a challenge. Because if I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm scared that every single time I go outside and walk, I'm gonna get run over by a car, then I feel like somebody who is driving a car and happens to see me, they're gonna be like, oh my god, is that the bitch who said that she was scared of getting run over by a car? Well, I'm gonna run her over because I'm crazy, and I want to prove her right. I want to prove her fear right, and then they'll run over me. But there's this thing that I have been thinking about for a year now, every single day, and I'm so scared that this thing is gonna happen. It's never happened to me before. It's never going to happen. I hope. It's so unreasonable. I'll talk to my husband about it, and he'll be like, you're really worrying over nothing. And I feel like growing up, I was very not sheltered, but kind of sheltered. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of things were done for me, so I didn't really learn how to do a lot of things for myself because I was homeschooled. And I feel like if you go to a public school or a public college, you are just very used to being alone and figuring out things for yourself. But I was never like that as a kid, and because I was homeschooled when I was doing school, I was just kind of like always with my mom, always right next to my mom, and she kind of always did everything for me, which I think was really obviously very bad for me, and I think would be probably bad for everyone. But because of that, I just feel like there's a lot of things that I have anxiety for. Like I have anxiety for the unknown, and then like, I don't know if I'm explaining it very well. I feel like I'm not explaining anything very well right now because it is like 3 a.m. right now and I should be sleeping. But instead I'm talking because I feel like talking will help ease my anxiety, and I just want to talk more on camera. But I'll talk to my husband about some of my fears because I know that he'll be able to help calm me, and I know that he'll be able to help in general. Because again, because I had a lot of things done for me, and sometimes I get scared of doing things for myself. I know that he will have the solution on how to do the thing that I want to do, or how to not have the thing happen that I'm scared of happening to me, because he's smart and knows how to exist. I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully you get the gist. of what I'm trying to say. I feel like that made no sense. But maybe me talking about my OCD anxiety will help somebody feel like they're not alone. But I've been having very specific anxiety about this one specific thing that has never happened to me before, but I'm very scared that will happen to me every single day, multiple times a day, will take up my mind for about a year. And I wish that I didn't have it, and I don't know how to fix it, and I don't know what to do about it, but I have started anxiety meds. It was my first day taking it today. I'll probably have taken it for a very long time, maybe like a month or so before this video will ever be posted, so maybe I will update you guys. So the reason why it took me so long to start anxiety meds, even though I'm in my 20s, my mom kind of demonized anything that wasn't natural. I think the only thing that wasn't supernatural that she didn't demonize was like Advil, and I was so convinced that if I took anxiety medication that it would be worse, and that there's something wrong with me if I had to do that. And I just also had anxiety about taking anxiety meds because my mom would list all of these side effects and be like, well, if you take anxiety meds, you're gonna die. If you take anxiety meds, you're gonna get all these side effects. You're gonna lose your arm, you're gonna get a tumor, you're gonna get blood clots, you're gonna gain weight, you're gonna get fat, you're gonna get ugly. And growing up, I also struggled with my body image, and I do now too. And I think most women do, which is really sad. But I was just scared, and I had anxiety about starting anxiety meds because I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna give me all these side effects, it's gonna make me fat, it's gonna oh my gosh, I don't know what to do anymore. And so then I just didn't take anxiety meds for the longest time. And then when I was an adult and I moved out, I was like, oh, obviously this mindset is stupid. Obviously it's fine if I take anxiety meds. You just have to try and see which ones work for you, and not all of these side effects are going to happen to every single person. You just have to do your research to find the ones that have the least bad side effect and try taking it. But I had anxiety about taking the anxiety medication still because I couldn't get those stupid voices out of my head. It's just telling me that I'm gonna have a bad side effect, or that I'm less of a person and less worthy as a person if I were to take anxiety meds. And I think like 2 years ago, I did try taking some anxiety meds, but it gave me the worst side effect ever. Well, not the worst side effect ever, but it gave me a month-long migraine because I just kept taking it over and over and over again every single day because I'm like, you know what? Maybe this migraine will go away. I like to give my medications like a month-long trial before I give up, because I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's just bad at first and then it'll get better, because with acne medicine or acne cream, skincare stuff, sometimes it'll make you break out before it makes your skin better. So I kind of treat medication like that, but it did not get better. My headache was so bad. Oh yeah, it was Wellbutrin is what I tried. And I saw another video online of someone saying that it made their vision blurry because of the pressure that it was putting on them. I don't remember the exact reason she said it was, but that really freaked me out. I'm like, oh, that's why it was giving me a headache, because it was putting pressure on me, and that was bad. But I started a new one today, so hopefully it'll work. It's supposed to also help for OCD and ADHD and depression. It'll help, and I feel like a lot of people are scared to talk about it, and I feel like with the way that the world is going and people moving back into purity culture and holistic culture and all natural culture, I feel like medication is just being more and more demonized, and I don't agree with that. I just think that we have to do our research to make sure that we're taking the medicine that is best for us. But I'm not against medicine, and I hate people who are against medicine, and I think medicine is good for you, and I really need to get over my anxiety of taking medication because I know that I need to, and I know that I should. Not everybody needs to, but I know that I need to. And I really hate that I still have words in the back of my mind basically telling me that I'm less worthy as a person if I take medication, because it's not true. It's not true. I feel like my face is getting a little sweaty. I film in the garage because every time I want to film, my partner's asleep, and it's also really awkward to film inside because I hate being perceived. And my husband tells me all the time, you can film. You can just film in the house. I won't care. I'll put on my headphones, I'll game, I'll do something, but I can't do it. And I want to do it because I also think it would be fun to stream on Twitch. Not that I'm super interesting or anything, I just think it would be fun. I think it would be fun to stream Love and Deep Space on Twitch or something, but I can't do it because I don't like being perceived. So instead I film in the garage, which is probably unironically making me more perceived by more people because the garage is echoey, and I feel like if anyone's like outside, they're gonna hear me because but I talk quiet, so they probably won't be able to make out what I'm saying. It'll sound like mumbles, but they'll still be able to hear me, and it'll be weird. And then over here, my ginger ale, there's a wall, and I thought that the wall connected to my neighbor's garage, but I'm pretty sure it connects to their bedroom. And because it's a garage, I'm hoping that the wall is very thick so they can't hear me, because I do like to talk at 3 a.m. a lot of the time. But again, my voice is very, very quiet. It's a problem that I've always had when I work. I will have customers and bosses and managers in the past yell at me for being too quiet. When I did theater and acting, my teachers would yell at me for being too quiet. When I did any classes that weren't at home, people would yell at me for not being able to hear me. Every time I talk to my husband when we're out, he's like, I literally can't hear you, because sometimes I'd be like, oh, hold on, let me like go get this thing in the store because I see something that catches my eye, and then I walk away and I tell him that, but he doesn't hear me, and I don't know that he doesn't hear me. So I have a problem with being really, really quiet. So every single time I edit my videos, I turn up the volume all the way. But so yeah, hopefully they can't hear me. And I kind of forgot why. Oh yeah, being perceived. But for some reason, being perceived by people that I don't know and people that I can't see, like the internet, is a lot less scary than being perceived by people that I do know and that I can see. Even if I know that they won't judge me, something about it is just so terrifying. So instead, I come in the garage where people might be able to hear my mumbles from the outside, and where there's a lot of bugs in the garage. And speaking of bugs, I've been having a bug problem in my house. Not a big problem, it's probably just seasonal bugs, but I'll have like certain little bugs in my house, and I don't know why, and a lot of them are coming from the bathroom, and I'm not the type of person who's like messy or dirty. It's been very condensed. I don't have as much stuff as I used to. I put everything back. I don't leave food out. I clean the bathroom. I clean the kitchen. I clean. So why are there bugs, and why are they attracted to my bathroom? And it's like because I'm awake at night, and I know bugs are out at night, but like I'll like go to the bathroom and I'll see a little baby roach just chilling in the bathtub, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing here, and why did you get here, and what's going on? I don't know what's going on. I think that I literally filmed everything for my rant in one day, which is crazy, but hopefully I will talk more often like I want to, and maybe one day I'll post these every week. Don't hold me to that, because probably won't, but hopefully one day. Thanks for watching.